Hey guys, welcome back. Something I want to talk about just for a quick few minutes. I got a comment and it spurred me to speak on this just for a minute. So, this is where I'll start. So you're driving your car and the transmission starts to slip. Engine starts to over rev, it's not moving. You have to call a tow truck. They come, they retrieve your vehicle from the side of the road, and they take it to the mechanic shop. I don't know, pick your shop. You know it's probably going to be expensive. It's the transmission probably. Anyway, let's just say 5 days later, a week later, they call you, say, Mr. Inman, Mr. whoever, Mr. whatever your name is, we need you to come down to the shop. Need to talk to you about your vehicle. So, oh great. So you go down there. Yeah. Pull in and you see your car is up on the rack still. It's been a week. You walk in. They say, oh hey Mr. Inman, yeah, could you come on back? I need you to speak to the mechanic. Or I need the mechanic needs to speak to you, rather. You go back there. You look up. You notice there's no engine in your car. The transmission's still there. But the engine's taken out. Then he walks you over to the engine room. And he says, I couldn't find anything wrong with your engine. And you say, what do you mean nothing wrong with my engine? The problem was the transmission. Oh, well, I've never really done this kind of work before, so I don't know what to look for. That really doesn't make any sense until I put this together. So I got a comment, and I've gotten several comments on this, and I want you guys' opinion. Now this was an opinion, I guess, from someone. It was somewhat of a statement, not a question. But the commenter said, and it was on this video right here. So that video was when Heather built her 55 Ford. So the commenter said this. So Matt, did you have someone micromanaging everything you did when you started model building? Or did you have to learn as you go? And I responded. I'm not going to read the entirety of my response, but I said I learned as I went and I made tons of mistakes. And I went from there. What I mean is, what they meant was they assumed that throughout that build of Miss Heather's 55 Ford that I was micromanaging her build all the way. That couldn't be farther from the truth. It's an assumption that someone can make, but how does that, Matthew, have anything to do with your transmission going out and some guy tearing the engine apart? So with the model car hobby, there are some out there that think you should just put a model in front of someone without any instruction or direction other than that sheet that they get and let them go at it. That's fine. That's how I did it. My dad would show me things, I assume. I don't remember. It was so long ago, but I think that some people believe that you should do that. You shouldn't really give them a lot of advice. You should let them make their mistakes and learn as you go. I don't believe that's the way you have to do it. If you don't have anyone to show you, yeah, it's going to be that way. It's kind of forced on you. But what I did with my wife is I guided her through the building process. Where I knew things were going to be hard, I would show her easier ways to do it. Why wouldn't you, right? Why would you want to purposely let someone get frustrated and then end up with something that they would be embarrassed about? Most guys, for real, most of our first builds, they're pretty embarrassing, you know. And that's okay. That's okay if you had nobody. But if you had a good teacher, that person that took that car engine out rather than the transmission is kind of like the person that's never built a model before. They don't know where to start. they don't know anything about, let's just say they don't know anything about cars, period, but they bought a kit and they said, well, that's a cool car, I don't know anything about the mechanics. That's the point that I'm trying to convey. Why would you want to take your car to some place that had no idea how to work on a car? Then why would you want to put someone on a model kit that had no idea how to build a model kit? Wouldn't you want a mechanic that's had great training and had someone there to show them the steps of how to do something? Of course we would. So Miss Heather built that truck through the whole process, and she had fun doing it. And when it was done, when it was finished, if I don't drop it, that would be awful. That's what it looked like, okay? So it looked like a great model that was built. Guess what? She's very proud of it. Guess what? We took it to JaxCon in Jacksonville, and she got a 3rd place award. I think this is a 3rd place. It says, yep, 2022 Miss Heather's 55 truck. So she even got an award for her build. Well, Matthew, it's not all about awards. Of course it's not. But that is very gratifying when you can take something that you built, and she did build it, by the way. I just guided her along the process, and it made it an enjoyable thing where now it's on the shelf and she has memories of like, hey, I built that thing and it looked really nice. Then there was Miss Ruthie, and I'm not going to take her builds down, but throughout Ruthie's builds, I was there the entire process. Why? Because I wanted her to enjoy what she was doing, and it turned out to be something that looked great. So her 70 Chevelle, I think it is 70 Chevelle. This is, I mean, and I can't believe that people would think like this, that I was, number one, that I was micromanaging. And I have more than one person say that. I think because within the videos, I'm talking or narrating the videos while Heather's sitting there doing the building. I'm talking a lot because I'm filming a video. But people assume that throughout that the entirety of her build, that I was sitting there do it like as if I'm filming the video. It's not true. So Ruthie she was able to take her Chevelle to JaxCon, and she got Best Junior Modeler 2022 at the JaxCon show. It was very cool. Very proud of that. I'm very proud of it. She was very proud of it. Then 2023, well, 2023, guess what? She took the Pumpkin Mobile to Jacksonville. Guess what? The Pumpkin Mobile that I helped her throughout the entire process, showing her what to do. Yeah, that one. She got Best Junior Modeler, JaxCon 2023. And she also took her Chevelle to Acme, and she got this, the President's Award from Acme. So, for people to think that you ought to not give them any help, guidance, direction, and maybe the commenter wasn't saying total, just put them in a closet, close the door, and they have to do it themselves. I'm not taking it that far. But to say that I was micromanaging, that really gets me stirred up because I know what I did. I guided, I taught. I think that's what we're expected to do as parents. As a husband, and Heather was building that one, she would not have wanted to ever do another one. And why would I want to do that? So guys, let's think about it. Is it really that we just want to throw them to the wolves and let them build a glue bomb? Or is it, if you can show them and let them have something that's a quality built model kit that they'd be proud of, and that they would have memories, it'd be on videos and things like that. I think that that's the better route, if possible. You guys that were on your own building your model kits, just like me, I think it would have been cool if I had somebody to say, hey, why don't you try it like this? Why don't you do it this way? This seems to work better. This would be an easier way if you want to try that. That's all I was doing. I wasn't micromanaging anyone. There was this one lady during Heather's build series of the 55 Ford. Man, she was just ugly. She was. She wasn't like criticizing. She was being straight up. It made Heather upset. Heather would read them and she would be like, I can't believe she said that, because she knew it wasn't true. Anyway, commenter, I didn't micromanage her. I just guided her and led her and tried to teach her. By the way, the train's going by outside. I don't know if you guys can hear it. And it's in the middle of the day. But you understand, I think, what I'm talking about, and let me know in the comments, what is your opinion? Now, your opinion's not going to offend me. if you think that you should, then that's fine. That's your opinion. And this commenter, that was his opinion. Well, actually, it wasn't his opinion. He was asking. He was assuming that I was micromanaging. That's kind of what gets me riled up a little bit. But anyway, I could just continue to talk about this and be very circular and talk about the same thing over and over, but I'm not going to. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comments, how do you think it should be? Should you give them some guidance if you can, or should you just make them do it by themselves and learn from their mistakes over the course of 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 models? Train. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you, and check out all the things in the links in the description of the video. And I can't wait to read your comments. All right, guys, take care. Bye.